Hey.
Hey,
I think we
what
all got the wear
up?
something red memo.
Yeah, come on. They need to.
Sorry, Sam.
Because I'm telling you right
Sunday.
now, in the house right now is so much Christmas spirit, let me tell you.
It's like
Really?
glitter.
How much Christmas spirit?
Right.
Well, I'm here doing the show, and they're over there complaining that I'm doing the show instead of helping them.
That is
You know
so
what?
funny.
You could tell them it's their fault for scheduling it during the show.
Well,
Priorities, people.
You have Thursday and Friday.
I
yeah.
know, Saturday and Sunday, too.
Somebody said there's like 10 days left. I was like, that's plenty of time. I don't understand why.
At this point, just put a little air freshener Christmas tree up.
Wait,
Yeah.
what
Why
are
do
we talking
people
about?
rush this? Why do they rush putting their
What are we talking
trees
about
up?
actually again? I must have missed the beginning.
We're not
talking
really
about
talking about anything.
the Christmas spirit in my house because we're actually decorating. We're barely putting up our tree today.
And by we, he means the children.
Him. No.
Because he's right
I
here.
put up the tree. I actually put up the tree, and then they had to do all the rest.
It's the 15th. What are you talking about doing the tree today?
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
I know that
John.
means I got 10 days left.
Who's Johnny? Who's Johnny?
This dude went way back.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
I couldn't even chime in.
Yeah, that was from Joe's, the Annals of Joe's Music School.
That's El DeBarge, I think.
That is El DeBarge.
CPJ. Oh, I thought you were saying that was at the bars. I'm like, really? Interesting.
No, no, never mind. It's okay.
It's like, oh,
It's not really important.
Were you gonna
I love your
start,
headpiece.
Were you going to start
Thank
with
you.
your day? Why don't you
I
start with your
can.
day?
My head is cold. Guys, let me tell you, I have been planning something for weeks now, and this morning it kicked off. And I got up this morning and
Feeling like P.
I was
Diddy.
shaking. Like what?
Like P. Diddy.
Yes.
Wake up in the morning feeling
And
like
I
P.
was
Diddy.
just like, oh gosh, please let this go well. Anyway, long story short, my wife got this out of this world award this morning at her job here at ISU, Illinois State University. This award is given to one person every year out of the hundreds of people that work in the staff. And she had zero clue she was getting it. She thought her friend who had asked her to come to the award ceremony virtually was actually the one to get it. And so she was just going to be there for moral support. Then as they started listing off all the accolades of the person that they were about to give the award to, she was like, she didn't do that. She wasn't there when that started. Wait a minute. She was like, wait, that's... And then she started crying, but she didn't turn her camera off. They were like texting me, hey, her camera's off. Get it to turn on. I was like, I don't know how to do that without giving it away. I was like, turn your camera on, babe. Turn it on now. And then, so then me and the girls were in here. We walked out there as the dean and all these bigwig people. Guys, there was almost 200 people in this meeting.
Wow.
And everyone was there to congratulate my wife on receiving this massive award that's dealt with people who excel at students' life on campus. And so my wife does amazing work with diversity and inclusion and equality and making sure that students feel like their voices are being heard. And this award is out of this world. So she gets this picture that goes on a permanent mantle at the school, and so for forever her face will be among the other recipients for the previous
Very
years.
cool.
Among the other greats. That's so cool.
You're like, she needs a bronze casting, yo.
Right. Where's her bust going to be placed?
There you go,
When do we schedule the bronze casting?
Guys, it was out of this world. My wife, I've only seen my wife cry like probably a dozen times in our 15 years of marriage. Today was one
every year she remembers their anniversary.
She's like, I could have had a trucker.
Anyway, I don't want to get too much more, but guys, it was definitely worth and Sandy, you showed up and that made me cry some more because I was like, oh, yeah, and Carrie showed up for a little bit and I was just like, but my wife was just glowing and beaming and crying and she was like, I don't even know what to say. Y'all should stop this. Don't. Why are y'all? And she was just like, it was great to see her
It
reaction.
was so
She,
good. I
Nice.
enjoyed her reaction. She just wiping
Yeah.
away her tears. That was so
Yeah.
cool.
Every
That's
time
very
someone
cool.
popped up on the screen, she was just like, stop, stop. It was wonderful. So anyway, that was my morning, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Well, that's awesome.
awesome.
And
How about you,
your words were sweet.
Oh, it was hard. Yeah, she was great. She's really my hero. I kid you not. So anyway, how was your day, Joe?
So I had to continue my IT work when I got to the
Oh,
office
God.
today. Let me tell you, I don't like doing IT work anymore.
Oh,
You
Ryan.
don't, do you?
No.
You stopped liking it like a few decades ago, right?
Yeah, no, a couple years ago, they're jerky.
He was like, as soon as I hired the great help that I have right now, that's when I
Right.
stopped liking
Yeah,
it.
that's when I stopped liking it. But yeah,
feel you.
so I had to contact UPS. So listen to this. So I'm on the phone with UPS trying to get the software working, and on the other line, it keeps ringing and it says U.S. government. I'm like, U.S. government? What? Who is
Your free
that?
cheese, your government
Right,
cheese.
exactly. I was like, so
Hashtag old school.
so nobody was answering the phones because, like, obviously it's a prank call. Well,
I
so
would've figured that.
my office manager gets there and she's like, "Here, I'll go ahead and answer it," because they called like 3 or 4 times. So they call and it's actually UPS. It just-
Oh,
yeah, and they wanted to confirm that I was an actual user of the
the
software.
software.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm like, I was like, yeah, I own it. So yeah, I'm authorized. You could have asked me that without having to call.
Yeah.
Been all
No,
suspicious.
dude, I feel you. I've had to do that too, and I'm always like, can you just? Why do I have to do this?
Right.
Makes
I was like,
no
I
sense.
have the account number. I have the last invoice. I got all this information that is needed. If somebody wants to ship on my stuff, they put in some work. Fine, go with it.
Yeah,
Like the comments are having a conversation about aluminum trees. So
I know. But real quick before I get there,
And
let
they
me just
do sell
point
them
this
along with
person
a
out.
tetanus shot.
So this person, Angel Howard, she was the one responsible for every
the
year
moderator,
her
right?
job. Yeah, but every year it's her job to help coordinate the recipient, and that the family and friends, and it's all hush hush and secret. Normally, happens on campus, and there's this huge like banquet type thing that happens, and so it's all secret. But this year it had to be all Zoom. Anyway, so I just want to give her props because she included me and made sure I could wrangle in my family and Dakisa's friends or Dr. Pineapple's friends. And Angel, thank you so much for all your work on it. Thank you.
I love that
That's
she almost
wonderful.
closed it out and she was like, "Oh, I better get this last person."
It was fine.
how was your day, Sandy?
My day was good, just busy. And then actually it was super long because we actually just got back in from Lubbock to Pflugerville. Y'all know how long that is.
Yeah,
Because Kate had a
quite
band
ways away.
Yeah, Kate had a band concert tonight.
Okay.
So
That's what I got it.
that's what took us quite a bit to get home. But anyway, I tried to be a hero today. Do y'all know what pisses me off more than poor customer service? Go for it.
I'm
3
going to
seconds.
say tamales with no filling in them.
I would say people that try to fake their insurance stuff.
Oh, that's pretty good, Joe. Tamales with beans. Oh gosh, that's probably the worst. Those are tamales with punishment right there. My mom would run out of meat and she'd use beans, and I'm like, oh my god.
You're
And
like, well,
we're always like
played,
trying to
old
smell
woman.
them. Yeah. Anyway, no. So what upset me today is an unethical car salesman sold
Okay.
something,
Okay.
took advantage of a gentleman, and so long story,
Like,
I
didn't
couldn't
release
put
their fax report.
I couldn't put his vehicle on his personal auto policy because it's a bigger vehicle than it's supposed to be on a commercial policy. On a personal auto policy. It's the weight limit is over. And
Yeah.
so I'm just like, I'm calling him there last minute. And I said, hey, I can't do this. And anyway, just long story, his day was super long and they took advantage of him and it was so upsetting, but I had to get him a commercial policy so he could drive his vehicle.
Oh,
Wow.
no way.
It is like,
And then guys, the sad thing is they keep telling him, oh yeah, we'll get you another one. Don't worry. We'll get you another one. And I'm like, how are you going to get him another one? Like, he's already signed paperwork on this. Like, this is already financed.
Right.
Anyway, just so disappointing. And I was listening to them like,
does their last name rhyme with Ray and Gar?
right? I'm like, I thought he was out of this city, but
Right,
no.
exactly.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Only Lovegites know what I'm talking about. So.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was my day. Spent trying to rescue this guy from about noon till after I finished the concert. I'm like, don't worry, we're gonna get you something. We'll get you figured out. So anyway.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that was my day.
That's sad. I'm sorry. I hate that.
Hey, Jamie.
Mhm.
What's up?
Hey, who do we have on the show today?
Awesome. Thanks for asking, Joe. So check this out.
That's what I do.
I'll tell you this short story. I was in the middle of thinking of this piece of art that I seen on Spawn, a favorite comic book character of mine, and I was like, man, this piece looks slick. Oh, wait a minute. I've got a buddy that actually does some pretty good art. I wonder how James is doing right now. And so then I reached out to him. He told me some stuff, and I was like, dude, would you like to come to my show? And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. So James, he has his regular 9-to-5 job that he does, but on one of his extracurriculars is drawing art. And I think he's actually very, very good at it. And so I was like, dude, come on the show tonight, showcase some of your art, and let us have a good look. I'm trying to draw out my conversation so I can take the brand off.
Okay.
I was like, we're trying to get him.
And so anyhow, everyone, without further ado, help us welcome James Ponce to the show tonight.
What up, James?
Hey,
guys.
James, how are you,
fellow
sir?
illustrator, a fellow pencil pusher.
Yeah,
It sounds weird when you say it like that.
it does.
Man, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. A little tired, but just got off work actually.
Right.
So it's not a 9-to-5 then.
Sometimes it ain't.
Why don't you
Sometimes
tell
it's a 9 to 9.
us what is it you do actually, James? What is your 9-to-5 or 8-to-6 or 50-to-11?
The crazy hours that I work, I'm actually my last year as an apprentice electrician. And
Nice.
Congratulations.
yeah, I'll be done in at the end of May.
Wow, that's just right around the corner.
Yeah, I know. I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
So
like,
you
I'm
become
going
a not a master,
or a
a
journeyman.
A journeyman.
a journeyman. Okay, yeah,
A journeyman electrician.
nice.
Wait, so you get is master actually something that happens?
You can go for it. Yeah, I think you need a few more hours in the trade to take the test. So
Holy snap.
Yeah,
Dude, that would be awesome.
all of those problems that you thought at school, like the algebra and geometry that you thought you would never use, you have to use them apparently for electrician. So I'm like,
in school, like I was horrible in math, and
I know.
as soon as I got out, I was like, I will never go back to school, and here I am.
right?
And it's like dominated by algebra. I mean, it's horrible.
That's right. When I asked James if he wanted to come on tonight or on Wednesday night, he was like, "Oh, I'm in school on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
Can't do Wednesday nights." So I was like,
All
"All right."
depressed.
Yeah, he wasn't too thrilled about that.
Yeah.
he's like, I would rather be on the show,
Right.
but no, I have to work algebra.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, yeah. I got to sit through lectures for 4 hours.
in
I
the
would
blistering
I
cold.
would rather be on the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
We too. Us three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So James, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, so you're in school. You're an electrician.
Right.
What else?
I originally, I'm from Lubbock, Texas. That's where I'm
Lubbock,
originally
Texas?
from, where I met Jamie.
Lubbock, Texas?
Lubbock, Texas.
What did you call him,
And,
James? James, what did you call him?
Jamie.
Yep, that's right.
Thank you.
Just to clear some confusion out there, folks.
I heard yesterday you got bougie, man.
Don't listen to them, James. Don't listen to them. Listen. Before I had my postmodern realization, I was Jamie. So I call that was evil Jamie, all right?
Right.
But now that I'm all righteous and
Only
glorified,
bougie people will say
I'm high, man.
postmodern.
Yeah.
Say
don't be jealous. Don't be
Duck
jealous.
eating, quail eating, egg eating. Bougie.
Don't be jealous.
Look, if a man wants to elevate himself, then let it be, and don't hate on him. And if you do, sorry for you. Okay.
There is
That's all
no
I gotta
hate.
say.
Jamie.
No hate.
Okay.
No hate.
Well, I changed my name too. Originally, my name is Jamie, but I go by James. So
Oh, so bougie number
Nice.
2 on the show tonight.
People be changing their names around here. Oh, don't call me that. I'm James now.
Well, okay.
You know,
So I used to be growing up. I was Sandy, even though it's always spelled Sandy. So I don't know if that's a bougie or.
Sunday.
Yeah.
No.
It's just that you can't pronounce Sandy in Spanish very well.
And, I went with James. I went by James for many years before junior high school. So before junior high, I went by James, and I was like, nah, whatever.
it don't fit.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. So then, why don't you tell us why we brought you on the show today, in your own words?
Why you brought me on the show? Like you said, you reached out to me about that Spawn drawing, and I had just been telling my kids, you know what? After I'm done with the drawing that I was doing at that time, I said I want to do a Spawn drawing. I haven't done Spawn in it has to have been like maybe 18 years. So
Really?
yeah, it's been. I did one back in high school for a friend of mine's brother, and he was just like, I love people's reactions whenever they see the artwork when it's done. I love it whenever
Really?
because it blows me away that they like my art. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
And
No, I
James-
totally. Go ahead, Sandy.
what's that?
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, and for us that don't know who Spawn is, can you tell us who Spawn is?
It's a comic book character,
Okay.
and it's got a big following. Of course, it's more of a darker comic, and of course the movie brought a lot of notoriety to the comic. So
A little bit more, brought him a little
Yeah.
bit more to the mainstream.
yeah,
Yeah, and then the anime / cartoon was pretty
Oh my
popular there
gosh.
for a little bit.
That was good.
yeah.
That was good. So yeah, I like that you say that, because I admit, like, when I look at art, so art and music are two of the things that I kind of get a little over the top with, and I'll look at people's art, and I'm thinking, good Lord, how do y'all do this?
Yeah.
Like when I've seen some of your stuff, and even when I've seen Joe's stuff in the past, I'm always just like, what in the world, you guys? It just blows my mind.
We just colored by numbers.
By numbers, really tiny numbers.
Just really tiny numbers. Yeah.
Art and music, man. That's all I do is I throw the music on, do like a late night,
Uh-huh.
a Pepsi, and some music, and I'm good, man. I'm relaxed.
So that's fine. So how do you do that when, in my mind, I imagine you, James, having like schoolwork. So
Mhm.
and you're a family man, right? So you're
Right,
married,
right.
you've got kiddos, and so you also are studying to be a journeyman, and then somehow you find some time to carve out for yourself to
Yeah.
draw or art.
I go to this trade school. It's once a week, but they give us like a huge workload. I try to get it done like as soon as I can, like within 2 days of whenever they assign all the work that they give us, and then I work. I come home, and usually like on the weekends, once everybody's asleep, that's when I'm drawing. So I go pretty late sometimes, probably 1, 2 in the morning.
Nice.
So James, what you're saying is you're not a procrastinator when it comes to your schoolwork.
I can't say
I admire
say
that.
I mean, yeah,
Now, as
Trying
far as
to elevate
your
herself to that level too.
Right.
So.
one day,
Well, yeah.
I try not to
And-
procrastinate.
that's pretty good. And on your art, are you self-taught, or did you take art classes, or how did you know that you could draw?
It was completely self-taught. I've been able to draw like since I could pick up a pencil. Like
wow.
everybody, I believe like everybody has a gift. Like everybody has a talent, no matter what it is. Like you guys are good, man. You guys keep that conversation going. That's a gift to me, man. Like I'm not blessed with the gift of gab, you know.
Don't say anymore. It's okay.
My
man.
mom doesn't seem to think it was a gift. It was more like a curse for
Yeah.
her.
Mm.
It's really weird.
And a few bruises for Sandy. So
Yeah,
But
true.
whenever I met Jamie, like let's say like I think it was back in high school, right, Jamie?
yeah, uh-huh.
Back in high school, I didn't know who Jamie was. He just brought me into a conversation out of nowhere, and from then on, we were friends. You know, so
Sounds about right.
That sounds
That's
about
my
right.
style.
Yeah.
At least I'm consistent, if anything. So,
yeah, for
Exactly.
sure, man.
Yeah, and back then it was either you love them or you hate them.
Right.
He was
Well,
like,
Jamie knows it. Jamie knows a lot of people, man. So,
yeah.
I knew some people. I knew some folks. I don't know what Joe's talking about. I don't know what he's trying to insinuate.
I'm not insinuating anything. I just know
It's like
that
you're mincing some words there or something.
no, not mincing at all. I'm pretty sure I put it right out there for
I
you.
was gonna say, I think he put it whole. He never even minced anything.
You know, what's cool about that is that. So yeah, I remember James from high school, and I am not good with specifics, but here's what I do remember. I do remember feelings more, and I always remember James. I'm like, man, you were one of the cooler people who was just easy to get along with anyway. So it didn't matter what you. So James used to look like the kind of guy that you maybe not want to get too close to him. You know, hat kind of dip low, eyes kind of.
Use word jinkos.
Maybe some
no,
jabas.
no, never my thing.
But you know, so I definitely remember that, but I also remember it was like, oh yeah, I always look for this guy. Anytime we were like at lunch or any free time at school or whatever, it's like, where's James? Where's James? And I got to work with your brother later at KFC, and JD and I actually both worked with his younger brother Michael. That guy was he was a character, guys. Like that kid.
Was he the one that jumped in the water one time after a volleyball game? Was that him? I can't remember.
He's trying hard to remember.
Anyways,
it would have.
We need to get to the art.
Sorry, yeah, that would have been him though. He would have done that. He would have done that. All right, so I actually put some of your artwork together in a little slideshow. Before that, let me get to some of these comments before we move on. Otherwise, I'll be backed up forever. So here we got CPJ saying, speaking of customer service, I've decided that the nation's shipping companies need to employ Chick-fil-A to straighten out the severe delays. They will get it handed in about 17.5 minutes.
Yeah. Man, no matter how long the line is at Chick-fil-A, I'll always get in line. Because I'm like,
the Lord
they're going to
always
take care of
in
it.
that line.
Right, exactly.
You know what's weird about that is, do y'all remember back in the day, at least in Lubbock, I do, 15 plus years ago, it took forever to get through Chick-fil-A's line. You'd be like, oh
There
no.
was one
You know what I mean?
Chick-fil-A for 300,000 people.
Right, yeah, there was one and it
God.
wrapped around the building twice.
Yeah.
And it's like, all I want is a freaking honey butter biscuit thing or whatever that was. Jeez. Anyway, Tim's clapping for us. Yay. Carrie, illustrator from Illinois.
No. And then the next one, she fixes it.
Oh, my bad. Illustrator from the country of Texas.
There we go.
She's talking about you, James, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
John Harville's crying, laughing. This is why I do prints. Hint, hint, Joe.
Yeah, to
What's
see
the hint?
the physical part of art. Because a lot of photographers will not do prints, and so they don't get that same emotion that you get whenever you have that physical piece in front of someone.
No.
I'm not following you, but I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Like at Sugar Studios when you would go pick up your prints. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, so you hand over a USB stick. That's not going to get the same reaction that a big print of your family is going to do.
How about you hand over a USB and a canvas, and then I'll react.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll over the moon then. CPJ says Joe's talents include coloring by numbers and capturing life's events via iPhone 12.
How does she know my life so well?
And then John's agreeing with her. James looks like a Cholo Navarro. In the bottle.
In the bottle.
Oh yeah, and John is actually from California, so
he would know.
So
he would know.
He knows what my cousins look like.
Right.
He's like, we'll find Henry anywhere out here somewhere.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Not that
Wait.
cousin.
Not that one. All right. Done.
Oh,
Now we
insert
can move on.
emoji here.
Yeah. All right. So this one, it looks like it's a police officer or law enforcement who's really happy to see Goku.
Yeah, when I was in Lubbock, I actually worked 6 years for the sheriff's office. So a lot of my friends from Lubbock are police officers.
You know what? That's right. I remember seeing you in a uniform.
Yeah. So like that right there, for I think it was a few months ago. I had a lot of clutter in my studio, so I decided to go ahead and raffle off all the old stuff on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
he was one of the
wow.
winners. And man, he was cheesing. Look at him from ear to ear. Man.
Yeah.
So he loved that one.
So you love
Can you
anime then?
zoom it,
Well,
Jamie?
actually, that's something that a friend of mine asked me to paint,
Oh,
but
so he was more commissioned.
he wasn't willing to pay for it though.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
one thing.
hell no,
that's
Frank.
not a
Oh,
friend.
Joe
That's a
and
mooch.
CPJ knows about that. I'm trying to zoom in on it, Sandy, and I
Oh,
can't.
it's okay. It's okay.
No,
Oh,
you
maybe.
can click
It's
on the
not
three
Facebook.
dots
Okay, 3 dots.
in the top right.
Look at IT
Okay.
coming in.
Mm-hmm.
IT
And
coming
then
in
you should
hot.
see the zoom option.
I don't think it works because it's
It's okay.
It's being
That's fine. I can
Oh,
see it
okay.
now.
Yeah, but
That's
like
awesome.
a lot of the raffle, like the art that I gave away, I just gave it away for at the end. I was tired of seeing it in my studio, so I think all of the art but one went to Lubbock.
Nice.
Oh,
So is that
really?
a painting or is that colored pencil?
That's a painting.
That is sweet.
That is awesome. No wonder he's grinning ear to ear. He got a
Yeah.
good deal.
Paints like acrylic paints like that. That's acrylic paint, and I just decided to hang up the painting because acrylic paint or paints in general are they don't do what I want them to do. So
Yeah.
Okay.
My
I went back to
daughter.
pencil.
I just got my daughter some acrylic paints again. That little girl, she wanted me to show off her painting tonight again. I said, "Baby, I just showed it last night. Calm
Was that
down."
that tree last night? That was really
Oh
good,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. Look
Yeah,
at
that
it.
was good.
I'm telling him like, "Baby, you're already world known. Look at that. They know
Right.
you got it on."
Yeah, she got that talent, man.
Yeah. Yep.
She didn't get it from me.
Kate's gonna love this one.
Oh,
That one is pretty gnarly. No joke, man. That one's good.
Yeah, I did that one for my wife's classroom. She's a teacher here in San Antonio.
Oh man, they had to love that one. That was
That
a
is
good
Oh,
one.
so you're in
awesome.
San Antonio now?
Yeah, I moved to San Antonio probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, packed up the family and started my new journey to success out here, I guess.
Awesome.
Good for you.
Sweet. That's
Right.
cool.
I don't know if y'all can
Okay.
make this one out, but maybe you can describe it a little bit. And
Yeah,
I've
this
got the
is
next ones.
this one's the outline of what I noticed around here. Like I took my kids to Comic-Con one day or one year, and we hit up 3 of them, I think. And I noticed that the artists, people like labels, man. So if you label like this, like that right there is the original, and
Mhm.
just make prints off of it, like, do you want to buy the original? And people are like, oh man, the original. Yeah, I want the original. And you slap a
Right.
price on that,
Got 'em.
or you want to buy a print. So I started making prints of my art.
Originals.
So this one right here is just the outline, the beginning of the LeBron James
Mhm.
championship when they won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
That's the outline.
And the 4 means like the 4th championship.
Yeah,
basically.
4th
Is that right?
champion. He's
Yeah.
won
I
4
thought it was for
champions.
the 4th print. Thank you. For saying
No,
that.
4 champions. Sorry.
And drawing hands are so hard.
Yeah.
Drawing hands
I
is so
know.
hard.
I know.
And right there, I just bought some really nice markers. So that's like my second time using them, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's
And,
really cool.
I feel like you cut Goku's hair off and put it on LeBron.
Right.
Or a pineapple head.
It's all yeah,
What's
it's all
good?
freehand, man.
Man, that's
That looks
amazing.
awesome.
And there's
Um,
coming
That's the
through,
final-
man. Those are actually my hands that I had. I was just looking at my hands one late night. That was really late at night.
that's too cool.
Wow.
No kidding, man.
So James,
And
have
that's
you
all
ever
marker?
done? And you don't have to. We'll kind of beat around the bush here, but have you ever done some what we call graffiti?
You're right. Not
No,
on
but-
the real.
Freestyle. Freestyle.
I've never done graffiti, but man, respect to those people, man. Those guys got skills with the paint cans.
I know, right? Like I've been watching a couple of them on TikTok, and just them being able to just kind of
Yeah,
draw it out and fill it in with all the different paint cans.
yeah.
and
Those guys are really good, man. I
make it
I
sparkle.
can't do graffiti. That's
Yeah.
one thing I never got into.
And I can't do it because it's so big. Like
Mhm.
to picture the whole painting and be able to draw it out and stuff like that. That's amazing to me.
Right.
You're
I'd
amazing.
spray my eyeball.
And not getting caught.
You'll shoot your eyeball out, Sandy?
Yeah, probably spray my eyeball red.
And of course,
Oh, that's awesome.
that's the one that stayed here in San Antonio. I gave that one to my aunt.
Wow.
But she loves that.
So I
hangs out
see the
proudly.
lion and the cross and the lamb.
That's
Yeah,
a lion.
Yeah, that's a lion.
Thank you, Joe. I couldn't even
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
That's
The lion and the lamb. That's beautiful. I
Wow,
love
man.
how that the lion looks like it's actually like glowing, like you've got a light
Yeah.
set back there. That's so
That's
Yeah,
what I
like
was
there's a
wondering.
light behind
It
it. That's
started
really
out
cool.
with the lamb and the cross only,
Mhm.
and then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go buy some gold spray paint and make a stencil real quick. And I sprayed the stencil onto that painting.
Oh
So you got your
wow.
dry cut machine out and you build a lion, and then you did that?
Yeah.
Okay, now what is
Oh.
this? This looks
Oh.
really cool.
All right.
Thanks.
So
Like a-
That's Michael?
that's an archangel.
yeah,
Saint
it's Michael.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
The of course, police officer, law enforcement always has like they say the angels are on their side, you know, protecting
Entrance,
or
yeah.
blessed are the peacemakers, and so
Ah.
they're big on the angels. So a friend of mine asked me to draw him a Michael, and that's where it is.
Now, how did you get the inspiration for this? Because, you know what I mean? It's not like there's a picture of Michael anywhere around.
You
go to a
gotta
Catholic
really
church?
think about your wings, your like this one right here.
I think the
Is-
thing I'm most captivated by is the fact that you were able to give this character a face. Was that from something you looked at, or you kind of just drew?
Yeah, because the face actually comes off a statue,
Mhm.
and then the wings and stuff. You know, you just gotta be artistic enough to like put things in there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. The flaming sword is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's a lot of my artwork is still in Lubbock, man. That's the crazy thing. Like, I have I think I have artwork in 22 counties in Lubbock, Texas.
Really?
Yeah, I have people walking around with my artwork on them, like they took it
Oh,
a step
nice.
further as tattoos. That right there,
Dude,
yeah, that's crazy.
awesome. So, you know, in the Bible, it's recorded that one swing of the angel's sword would decimate 122,000 people with one swing of the sword.
Yeah,
So,
and yeah, just people. You know, a lot of my friends. Like, I have one friend in Lubbock. He bought a lot of my artwork, like a lot of it.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
I ended up giving him a lot of free artwork because I felt bad for charging him so much. So
you
Don't
shouldn't
feel bad.
that bad.
Don't
I
feel
know.
bad
Right,
if you get to
no.
buy it.
That's your
Yeah.
time and talent right there.
Yeah. I love the fact that you can like the shading on the armor is just so cool because you can tell that it's armor and then how it's
Yeah.
just distinctly different from the feathers of the wings and stuff like that. So that's top notch, man. That's awesome
Thank you.
stuff.
This looks like it could be a character. There's this or not comic book. There's this video game series called Darksiders, and it's about heaven and hell kind of situation and the four horsemen of the apocalypse. This looks like this would be one of the characters, the
Yeah.
main bosses on there. It looks cool,
Yeah,
man.
you can see his 11s too. He needs to get some Botox on those
He needs
things.
Botox.
Next time, we'll put that in there.
Get those
They're
11s
as
taken
bad as
care of.
Joe's 77s. Yeah.
Shush your face. Shush your
Sorry.
face.
Sorry. All right. What do we got here?
this one right here, I
It
work in.
says front of the house.
Huh?
That says
Oh,
front of the
okay.
house, right?
You'll never
That's
guess it,
looks
man.
like a electrician thing
There you go. Yeah, it's an
because that's a
electrician
conduit bender right there.
thing. Man,
Oh,
you're
wow.
on it, man. You are on
James,
it.
he's been
outta
around for a
here.
while. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He's been around for a while.
What
He
the-
was here before Thomas Edison even came up with the whole thing. So
He's on it, man. But
he is.
So 210 is like voltage, right?
well, it's actually the area code of San Antonio.
Oh, San Antonio. Okay,
San Antone right there.
that's awesome.
Yeah, like that one right there. I work a lot with the Fast Signs of San Antonio, and they do all my prints. And that one, I decided to, you know, I see a lot of people on the construction site walking around with the hard hat stickers. I was like, I can do that. So I made something like that would the yellow really pops on a white hard hat. So
Oh, nice.
I made those and I sold those to everybody and anybody because at the school those things sold like hotcakes, man. So
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What does
Good
the
for you.
FOTH stand for?
that's flex on them haters.
Oh, cool. 'Cause I was thinking something totally different.
I was close.
Yeah, friend of the house. Yeah, so
What did you say? Front of the house?
Yeah.
That's a restaurant term.
I came up with that quick though too. I didn't hear anyone else saying anything else. So
I couldn't.
That was
Mine
very
wasn't
quick.
appropriate. What I was thinking.
now I'm wondering what it was, and I don't want to think of what it was. So
No, we've had to use a conduit bender for some networking stuff, and so we were never as good as an electrician is with it.
I'm
But
so sick of
I remember having to
networking stuff.
do that stuff. So
Right.
What is this?
That's hanging up in my house. That's
That's your family, isn't it?
right. That's my two boys and the one in the back there with the mom back there. He wasn't born yet. He's the newborn out there.
oh, so you added it?
Yeah,
You
that's
added it. Mhm.
we were out. That's off a picture that I took. That's actually in Lubbock, Texas, on University and Kingsgate, somewhere around that lake
Okay. Mhm.
right there.
Oh, that's cool. And she's asking you, have you caught anything yet? Because she's ready to go home.
Right.
She's ready to go home.
Yeah. She's like, have you caught supper yet? Because I'm ready to go home.
I'm happy out here.
That's hilarious. And these
That's
are your
my-
boys then.
Yeah, that's my three boys right there
In San Antonio.
in San Antonio.
Is that the Alamo back there?
Yeah, that's the Alamo
That's
And then
cool.
the sky,
The
what's it
little
called?
skyline.
The of
Tower. That's the
Tower of
Towers of
Americas?
America,
Yeah.
and I think that's the Marriott. That's the skyline.
Mhm.
And the where's the basement of the Alamo?
Right.
Obviously, they're on the stairs going to the basement.
Ah,
oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
Obviously.
Obviously,
And so you don't paint anymore? That's
I-
man, your painting is awesome, dude.
yeah. I got one more canvas, but I think I'm gonna save that one for I don't know.
For
We'll see.
Sandy's what? Oh, is this
Oh,
Bruce
yeah.
Lee?
That's more flexing on them haters.
Yeah, shadow and light, just white on black paper.
Oh,
That's
wow.
wow.
That's a sketch that I have. I still got that one upstairs.
James, is it something like these are your body goals right here?
I actually used to have that body, and then I started getting old.
And then
You know what happened? I moved to San Antonio.
COVID.
That was my big mistake.
Yeah, where there's a taco truck on every corner.
There you go,
Right.
man.
a good one. A good one. Oh man.
They got
So
great food out here.
I love like drawing on black paper because you don't have to worry about going like the shadows and really having to work the pencil in to get those deep
Right.
shadows. And so
Shadow.
you know,
Y'all
this
remember
one you're basically adding highlights. So
Yeah,
you know
that's-
you're basically having to reverse your thinking and how you
Right.
use the pencil and stuff. So
That's it.
that's really cool.
That's another one that went to Lubbock. My cousin actually came up with that one.
I love the shadow in the
scene.
back.
I know, right?
Yeah, for a little while I was buying wood from Home Depot and cutting. I throw down a whatever shape or like Punisher or Batman, and
hmm
thinking that maybe somebody would want it. And that's what I was. That's actually a piece of wood that I cut out.
Nice.
It almost looks
That's
like
that
a
scene
machete
where
blade.
he's heads out the window in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It looks like what, Cindy?
That's like a machete, like a
Yeah.
like a blade top deal. That's pretty
Blade.
That's really cool.
cool. Oh,
Oh,
hit the
like
back
nice.
this one.
home.
That's the one of the guys from Lubbock that bought all my art. He's a
Wow.
huge Walking Dead fan, man. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, and I decided to. He wanted like a painting before I retired my painting, you know.
Right.
So I
Dude,
came
that
up
is
with the,
so good, man.
It's
That is
really
so,
cool.
Because once you said Walking Dead, then I was like, that's Rick.
yeah, there
right
you go.
there.
It's Raider Red is Rick, and
Right.
what's his name?
Raider Rick.
Bevo.
Yeah,
that his
Bevo
name?
is the longhorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That is so cool. That's
You
so
see
cool.
that CPJ? You and CPJ could team up and make a shirt that has that
Right.
image on it. That'd be
CPJ.
dope. Yeah.
That's really cool.
And there's
Oh,
That's
Oh,
sweet.
wow.
Trey better stay away. Trey's not in there, is he? As usual.
As usual.
Hit us
I
on
hope
the
you watch
replay,
this.
Trey.
Yeah,
Did you
We're-
never watch, Trey?
you'll never hear this about you, and you won't ever see this great piece of art that James did because you'd be like, "I'd want that. He would want that." Trey. I mean, James.
Yeah.
So that is
Yeah.
cool. So is that art on paper or is that wood too?
That's wood cutout, actually.
Okay.
And I love you have the Punisher face on his shirt. That's so cool. And it almost kind of fits the
cutout. Yeah.
the cutout. That is awesome.
Yeah, that one came. That's one. And like I said, once everybody goes to bed and it's quiet, I don't know. I just get lost in it and
Yeah, your creativity just
concentrate.
goes pew. And
Yeah, there you go.
And then you don't have to answer dad questions. You don't have to answer husband questions. You're like in
Right.
the zone, and that's
Right.
what
and that makes
stand-up
sense.
is. Yeah.
James, you and I are like that way because like that's my hours to get up and go bake. I'll be baking till 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm like, I got it finally.
I
That's
saw
because
that, man.
no one's upstairs. No one's bothering me. No one needs anything. They're not picking on anything, and it's just
Dude,
like
my mouth was watering the other day. You had those what were those things? The tomahawk steaks or something like that you had made.
the rib roast,
The rib
Yeah.
roast, yeah.
bruh. Because you need to do that for Christmas too. If it's so easy. It's so easy. You'll love it. You'll never
Is it?
go back to ham or turkey. Yes, we can stay on afterwards and talk about it some more. But I think Joe's going to do it, right?
Yeah,
Joe,
I'm
you
gonna
said
try. Yeah, I gotta go find some. I don't like the
Sandy is-
$9.99 a pound though that I saw. I'm like,
Oh, I know that was.
I was like, that's kind of steep.
You better
Getting
get a
steep,
coupon.
yeah.
Right. I'm buy $20 turkey and be good to go.
So this is cool. I just recently learned of this character, James, and when I saw you had drawn him on your page last month or whatever, I was like, "What?" So, Joe, can you guess who this is? Just by looking at it.
It looks like a mix of Ghost Rider and Mr. Freeze. That's what it looks like.
It's close. Ghost Rider and the Punisher.
Oh,
That's what I was gonna guess.
Get it, Sandy.
Sandy
Get it.
Ogre.
Yes.
So Ghost Rider and the Punisher, is this like one of those series where they kind of mix them up?
No.
I
So
don't
the
know.
Punisher got Ghost Rider in him.
I don't know where that came from. My friend, the guy who got that one from me, he explained that to you. I had never heard of that character, honestly, and then I had to look it up. I was like, man, I've never heard of this character.
It's kind of weird. He flies around space. It's Frank Castle flying around space as the Ghost Rider.
Wow,
It's kind of gnarly,
that is really cool.
but I like it. I love the way. So
the
Go
chain
ahead.
detail is awesome. And
I was gonna say the way that it's taken out of the page, like it doesn't do the full page.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Oh.
if that's called something,
No,
but
the reason why I didn't do this is the very first drawing that I used those markers on. They're like Prisma markers,
Mhm.
and I didn't want to.
He didn't want to use up all
you
the
know how
purple.
markers run out.
He's
real
like, I don't
fast,
want to
so
waste my
wanna-
mark.
Yeah, I didn't want to waste my markers. Man. I just bought them.
James, just say that was done purposely. Don't tell
That
people
was
that.
yeah, it drives the value up higher.
Right, exactly. When people's like, "Did you cut my head off on purpose?" Yes,
Hey, well,
yes, I did.
that one's already gone. So
I know, I saw it. This
So now he
was
can
this
say
one of
that.
your auctions?
no, that one went to a friend of mine.
Oh, that's right. You said that someone asked you to do that one.
Yeah, somebody asked me for it.
That is so cool, man. That is so cool.
He's a cool guy. And then here, this
That's my art studio.
That's his workstation.
Yeah,
This is your lab.
that's the lab. I had a whole bunch of my art hanging on the wall, and I was like, man, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of all this stuff. And people ask me, why are you giving stuff away, man? I'm just like, well, because I can draw it again if I want to, you know.
See, Joe, that's why you should probably give away some of your photos too.
Mm,
You can just
Yeah.
take another picture. You can just reprint the picture again,
yeah, I could.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So what's
good.
that? What's that on the side next to Rick?
Next to Rick, where we're on the right hand side.
Yeah, on the right hand side. What
That
is
That's
looks
that?
like
actually
it says Psalms, and then
Oh, it does.
yeah. That's that picture you always see of Michael
slaying the
spearing the
dragon.
devil. There you go.
Oh yeah.
No, Joe, dragons aren't real.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Right.
Are you sure?
Did you draw that?
Yeah, I drew.
Really?
That one is really cool, and I
I know,
love Old
I
English, like the
wanna
Old
zoom
English
into it.
writing.
Yeah, it's got I think Psalms, Revelation, Hebrews, and I can't remember the other one. I gotta go. I think it's Proverbs,
Wow,
That's
that's
What does it say on the
awesome.
bottom? I can't
Revelation.
read. Oh, Okay. I knew that. I was just making sure y'all did.
See, evil Jamie could have read that, but righteous and bougie
Yeah,
duck.
bougie
Hey,
Jamie
he
can't.
can't read that no more.
Bougie Jamie.
And what's
you know
over
how
there on the
bougie
left hand
pineapple
side?
did.
That's,
Hush up.
that's a lot of that's a Texas cutout of wood, and I just glued a whole bunch of my old drawings onto it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
okay. Man.
So
So
how
you
much?
montage-
So you're back to pencil then? Is that what you're back to? Just like
Oh,
just
Yeah.
using pencil
cool.
and Prismacolors?
Yeah, I'm trying to use those markers that I bought. They coat really good. So
Nice.
How
It's
much are your
amazing what it-
markers?
the markers, I got those on Amazon, really like $40.
Oh, so they're not like the Crayola crayons, 97 cents.
No.
Not the 87-cent ones at the beginning of the school year, Sandy.
Yeah.
No. It's gonna be a little bit more. Is it?
Oh my! No wonder he didn't want to waste it. That's $40.
Right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's
Like, simmer down now, simmer down.
that's
He's like,
exactly
get
right.
back in that marker right now. I like this one. I like Raphael.
Yeah, this
old
is
Ninja
like the
Turtle.
old school, right? This is like one of the original
Yeah.
top.
Yeah,
Not those
That's
freaky
cool.
looking ones like that came out of the Garbage Pail Kids. This is a good one. This is
the
the
guy
good
who
one.
took the Ghost Rider, he requested this one too. He's kind of a strange guy, man. Like he's young. Like this was my era, you know. This is our era.
Is his name Evan by any chance?
No, he's a
I was
young
gonna say his
kid,
name's
man. He's a
Cade.
young kid, and he's all into the older stuff. So
Wow.
That's my kid.
Oh,
My
that
kid
would
is
be
like
your
that.
kid, Sandy. That
Really?
would be
Yeah.
yours.
He's
he's an
14
old.
and he loves that.
I guess he's an old soul, you can say.
Right.
Mhm.
That's cool.
You're like really old school.
Like,
Oh,
I
look,
was
Bret
that was
Hart.
disgusting. Bret
That
Hart.
one right there. I had a request for that Aaron Rodgers
I
big.
was like, I don't think that's Brett.
That's all I know.
I was like, I'm not gonna say anything.
I was like, I'm gonna draw some legends real quick, and I think Aaron Rodgers belongs up there, man. He's known for throwing that big bomb, at the end of the
Mhm.
game.
Yep.
I was just like, I think I got this one. So I made some prints off of that one, got some requests for that. So
That's cool.
it
Man.
did pretty good.
Why is there a helicopter?
He's in the war zone, man.
Yeah, I see the
I see the barbed wire in the back.
Mhm.
Yep.
And that's that one that'll cut you. That's the real barbed
Yeah.
wire.
That's
the
razor
prison
wire.
one.
Yeah, that prison wire.
And that's just going back to where like it starts, like all that.
That's the original.
That's the original right there.
Right,
No,
yeah.
actually, the next one I think I sent you is the original.
I
don't
didn't have the next one. I have.
Oh, you don't?
No, but you know what? Now that you say that, I remember seeing it on your page. I went looking. Anyway, I searched your pictures.
Oh.
Oh, I recognize this thing.
What is it,
That's a-
Sandy?
That's Venom.
Good eye. Who else is it?
Oh.
Well, that's just the
Ooh,
number one.
nice.
Because there's two in here. This is a 2-for-1.
It's Venom and Scorpion.
Good
Hey.
eyes, Sandy.
You got it.
Look at me. Look at me
at
go.
you, Sandy.
I am
Oh my
impressed.
goodness, she's
I
got
am
it.
impressed.
Get over
that's
here.
From Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah,
Of course I would. know
Wow.
that.
Oh my goodness.
you are good, Sandy. You are going major points tonight. Like,
Gosh,
look at
thanks,
you.
guys. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
blush.
That's sweet.
Oh, wow. When did you do this one?
I did that one maybe at the beginning of the year, maybe.
And this is marker 2?
That's a painting.
No, it looks like.
Oh,
I was
okay.
about to say that looks like paint.
Michael's got that one hanging in his little game room now.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
That's so sweet, man.
It is gnarly. Yeah.
So did someone ask you to do that, or did you just kind of think of it yourself?
No, I just had some free time, and I was like, well, what can I do? You run into an artist block sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, oh, I can't think of nothing. And I was just like, oh, I know what I want to do. Scorpion and Venom, man.
Right. That's really cool.
Look at this. Tim says Sandy knows wrestlers too. And Momager said, who's this woman, which I'll do with Sandy? That's funny.
We gotta leave her alone. She got some scores tonight. She got some points.
Yep. That's so sweet.
Once a month, I try to know something.
Wait a minute.
Man,
We're
no
missing
way.
one. I thought you said you did a Spawn drawing.
That one is actually coming up. It's in the works.
Oh man, I was like looking forward to that one.
Me too. I'm the one who called him on it. I was like, and it was so funny when he told me. He was like, dude, bro, I was just telling my kids earlier that I needed to draw a Spawn. And I was like, oh, I knew my senses were going off. I needed to call you. So I'm hoping I win it.
Cool, James. That is really cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
That was awesome. Thank you for sharing your talent with us.
So, James, why are you wasting your time trying to be a journeyman electrician? You need to be an artist, dude.
I'm with you on that one, James.
Honestly, like I'm trying to get my inventory back up. Like I told you, like people want the original or the prints. So as soon as I get my inventory up, I'll probably just open up a booth out there at Trader's Village. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
that's a place here in San Antonio. If y'all don't know what that is, like it's like a flea market.
The Buddha.
Shout out.
We've got some comments here for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to do it, Sandy, or you want me to?
And then John says, "Awesome work," and Chon says, "Nice." Miss CPJ said, "So talented, James."
Wait, John just said nice.
I know.
Just one word.
Like he didn't say no.
Nice. We love you, John. We just messing with you, okay? And he didn't make any disgusting faces. I saw too.
I know what I'm saying. We're not making him nauseous tonight. That's really good, James.
It's usually because I talk, and that's usually what does it for him.
So, James, what is pertaining to your art? What would be your ultimate goal? What would you want to do?
Ultimate goal? Mm-hmm. Oh man, I follow a few people on YouTube, and I see like they say you got to get your name out there, and it's out there. I'm getting older, so hopefully James, when I retire, that's what I want to be able to do.
Let me help you out, James. This is what you need to do. So
how are you going to help him out?
You need to get you a GoPro or some type of camera that can do time lapse and put it above when you're drawing your stuff, and that's all you gotta do. You
put that sucker on TikTok, and you'll have millions.
And YouTube. Man, you don't even have to really say anything. Just like, hey, here's this drawing of Spawn, and just like starting from the beginning.
Jamie, that's for you.
But yeah, it's so easy if you would just, because you could condense it down, in a time lapse. Even if you're taking days or weeks to complete a piece, just do your time lapse and then stitch it together. And then post that on YouTube or TikTok, and that you got easy money that way.
Instant fame, huh?
Instant fame.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I just started watching this one guy today that he does the spray paint, and he can do some amazing moons. And he'll put his little lid on it, and then he does it, of course, fast loops it or whatever. And he's got millions of likes, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, I've got 4.
They're very well earned. Those 4 are very well earned, Sandy.
20 followers, and I think 10 of those are family. So, but yeah, I could definitely see. Like, I could watch those types of videos all the time, just seeing somebody work and doing that. And like I said, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to, do anything other than just record your work and then post it up, and you'll be good. So. That's something that I would probably highly recommend for you to do.
Oh, that's some good advice, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you know what? Another thing is you got to make merch, right? You can reach out to Carrie Patton Jackson, see if maybe there's anything y'all can do to collaborate, because she makes merch. She makes shirts,
Merch.
aprons, towels, cutting boards, mugs,
Yeah, so like on your shirt, on your hat, you need your signature right there. That would be cool.
Yeah, this one
Yeah,
right
because
here
you
actually
put
is.
two hands on your signature, right?
Yeah, that's my signature, but this one's my real signature right here.
Yeah, but that's someone else's.
Right.
You want yours.
You have your own.
Okay.
Oh, look, you already have a viewer down here, John Harville. He said, "Yeah, I would." He goes right here. Yeah, I would watch James. Yeah, so I'm saying. And CPJ, James, maybe you could marry your electrical knowledge and art to become a lightning glass maker.
Holy
the fella
snap!
in
That
Sweet
just
Home Alabama.
wait. What?
Yes. There's a movie where he made glass. Oh my gosh, I watched this the other day.
What in the world is going
No,
on?
my
How?
goodness. Who is this person that is
What
on our show right
is
now?
going on here? Because
I don't
Did
even know
she
why I
just say
watched
she
it.
watched a movie?
she even knew. She knew the backstory. She was
She
like,
knew
"Yeah,
the
he was in that
reference.
movie over there. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah."
goodness, that's just crazy.
We better
That
watch
is
out.
crazy.
We need to go get a lottery ticket after this, guys.
I think so.
I'm like a big movie guy. Like I love movies, and it blows me away. I mean, it's cool that you don't watch movies because that's like it
Weird,
interests
right?
me. Like what is it that that you're doing other than movies?
It's,
Okay, I'm either on
keep
Facebook
you
or
away from
TikTok
dairy,
or watching true
sugar,
crime.
true crime.
Yeah, true
If
crime.
it's
True crime.
murder or mystery, James, oh my gosh. Give me a
It's all
murder, I'll
over
tell you what people did.
Dairy
Yeah.
free, gluten and gluten.
Yeah. Like
What?
Dolores. See.
That is so funny. I love it.
Oh, and B said she loves that movie.
Oh
Good
gosh.
movie.
All right, so before
Sweet Home
I
Alabama.
give you a chance here, James, to share something, so let me just share this story real quick because it relates. I think you'd appreciate it. Let me put it that way. So last week we had a director on the show, and we got to interview him and talk with him like we did you, James. And he directed a short film called Alone, which is on the YouTube channel Dust. Look, just search for Alone Dust in YouTube and it should pop up. It was a really good short film. It's 20 minutes long. Anyway, one of our viewers got super inspired by the movie and decided to create something that we could raffle off. James, we have a charitable organization that we've created called the Pineapple Project. And what we're doing is trying to raise money to give gifts to children in Lubbock, Texas. There's an organization that we partnered up with called Christmas is for Kids. And so we're trying to raise money so that they can go and give gifts for the children in the foster care system. Tim is a commenter who's been in our comments tonight and regularly. He brought me something tonight that I'm going to share with y'all that was inspired by the short film, sci-fi film Alone.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's really cool.
Tim,
So
you did so good, Tim.
Yeah, so
that was inspired by the movie.
by the little short. Yeah, it's a little short, and it's about a black hole basically. And so
Wow.
Tim created this piece, and so that's
That's
awesome.
so cool.
And he probably built the frame too.
So
Yeah.
actually, the frame is a cabinet door.
Oh,
Oh, wow. So he
I don't know
tore
if
off his cabinet door.
He sure did. He was that passionate. He was like, "Babe, rip this off and then slap all this on it and do that and boom and here you go, Hyman. Go sell it to the Pineapple Project or try to raise some money from the Pineapple Project for it."
I
And-
love that so much.
that is really cool.
Guys, it does not. I mean, the camera is not doing this justice right now. My
Right.
family, we looked at this and we're just like, "What the heck did you just do, Tim? This is outstanding." So anyhow, if you're interested in this, we're going to try to raffle this off and see if we can raise some money for the Pineapple Project. So remember, you can go to the Venmo and do the whole I'm sorry, that's me. I apologize.
Oh my goodness! No, at the Pineapple
I'm
Project.
Like, what?
Thank you guys. Oh, I felt bad. I can't believe I said that. So you can, if you want to, you can. We'll figure out the rules later. But anyway, I just wanted to show this to you guys, and I thought James would appreciate it since
That's awesome.
it was homemade. Literally homemade.
Right, exactly. He was like, I need a canvas.
Yeah. He was
Cabinet
like,
doors.
It's too late. There's no store open where I can get a canvas. I've got plenty here in the house.
Made from your chair.
No.
That's funny. The
Oh, look, there he is.
He said
Remodeling
remodeling
my-
my kitchen, had some leftover stuff. That is so awesome.
Okay.
You can turn anything into a work of art. I mean,
that
look
crazy?
at that.
That is pretty cool.
Maybe you've inspired James tonight, Tim, to take off the doors of his house and
Yes.
boom. James,
Yes, James, you need to let us know that.
night, and you tell us you created this art tonight from the door of your house. We're gonna be like,
next time you see me, I'll be over there living with my brother. If I were to do that.
Kicked him out of his house for breaking down the doors.
Like, you want to make art out of doors? Okay.
Go to your brother's house and use his doors.
Yeah. It's the boy that who art on doors. So James, I'm going to give you the screen right now and give you an opportunity to kind of just share whatever it is you want to. If you have, mom's favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe, a place where we can go to look at your art and request, or I know you talked about raffles or drawings or something like that. Whatever this is, so we're going to give you time to say whatever it is you want to everyone out there. Okay.
All right. If you are interested in any art or just want to browse the gallery, you can get on Instagram and go to James Esnop. It's Ponce spelled backwards, ECNOP. And just for future artists, art is all about being inspired by something. You're inspired by something, you throw it down on some canvas or wherever you want to. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. If you got art just sitting around and you're afraid of what other people think, just go ahead and put it out there, take the good with the bad, and grow from that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And flex
That's
on
an
them
awesome
haters.
message. Thank you.
Flex
Yeah.
Flex on them haters.
Front of the house on those fools.
Right.
Just doesn't have the same effect, Jamie. Just
Oh man,
James,
front of the house on.
James, it's been awesome having you on tonight. I really
thanks for
appreciate
having
you
me,
coming
man.
on.
Thanks,
I hope
James.
you had a
Yes,
good
James,
time.
we
I
enjoyed
did.
it. I love all your stuff.
I appreciate
So
it.
I put your Instagram in the comments section. So for anyone who's watching or you're catching this on the replay, go follow James on his Instagram. Hit him up if you have something you're wanting and see if he can do it for you. So
Yeah,
Sure.
Trey.
support them. Yes, Trey. Trey.
Trey.
Anyhow, and with that said, James, we're going to send you to our green room. Go hang out back there, but we'll be back after the show's over and we can hang out and talk a little bit more afterwards, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for
In
coming
bed.
on tonight,
Thanks,
James.
James.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night. All right.
There you go. Bring
Man,
more
that
talent
just
on the
makes me want to
show.
get back into drawing again. And then
Doesn't
I'm
it
like,
though?
and I remember like,
three.
oh, I have to get all of those supplies. I got to have a workspace.
Yeah, but you got to spend your money on something.
Hey,
What's
you
wrong?
got to spend $40 markers.
Right, exactly.
That's water
So,
bill money.
no.
It means-
The cool
It
thing
means you get
is,
a package in the mail though, and if you've seen Sandy's, things, she likes to order.
yeah,
it's fun to
Kiki's
get
already got a lot of that stuff. I just need to
Oh.
sit down and do. So here's the difference. So James is what I call an artist because he can just think of something like the scorpion and the
Venom.
Venom.
Venom thing. Like he can just think of it and do it. I actually have to look at something. So I consider myself an illustrator. I'm like, oh, okay. So you want me to draw that? I need a picture of it so I can draw from that. So that's what I feel the difference is. And I would not be able to come up with something as creative as the stuff he does, unless somebody showed me a picture of it and I'd be like, okay, I can do that. So that's I'm super impressed by people that can just create something just out of thin air like that. So that was cool.
That's pretty awesome. I have
Yep.
zero talent. I can just talk.
I'm with you. That's about all I got. That's what I got too. I got the gift of gab.
Well,
So-
and the thing is though about drawing though, that is a learned skill. So it's not necessarily that
Really?
people. Yeah.
Because my daughter makes me feel otherwise. That little
Well,
girl just is
no,
like,
no.
"Give me a
There's
pencil
always
and
gonna
paper, Dad,
be-
watch." And it's all of a sudden, what the flip did
There's
she just
always
draw?
going to be some Asian kid that's way better than you, but you can
Right.
actually learn how to draw.
I can arithmetic better
Wish
than
I
you.
could reach over here and just like
Yeah, exactly. So you can always find a way. You can always practice, and you can actually learn how to do it. So
Jeff Goldblum, he's like, life will always find a way.
yeah,
Carrie says, never let anyone tell you have to color inside the lines.
right. Yeah,
And
those lines are
John
just.
says, I'm going to follow. I know some tattoo artists that they're going to love your work.
You know what? I appreciate you sticking around to the end, John. He said
Yeah,
bye
because he was
earlier.
like, great show. And then he's like,
Yeah.
still here.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You know, it's almost like John should be on the show or something like that one time. We might have to invite him on.
He's coming to visit me at the end of this month, so he's driving all the way from California. He's visiting family, I think, in San Antonio, I think, and then he's going to stop here in Lubbock, and we're going to do a little shoot. Yep, pretty cool, pretty cool.
You're going to do what?
We're going to shoot people. Exactly.
He's going to bring his shooting skills from California to
We're going to
Texas.
chop off people's heads, and we're going to shoot them dead. Oh wait, I should have said that on the show.
What are we doing? Can we just Sandy's like recalling her murder scenes, and you're calling like,
Right.
I need to chill with it.
So, what do we got going tomorrow? Are we going to wait?
I don't know. That's a good question. Here we can kind of share what we were talking about. That way, people can just kind of expect. But Sandy doesn't really know, so this is the first time she's going to be hearing it too. Sorry, but yeah. So we're thinking.
She was a little upset.
Sorry, Sandy. We're thinking we may not be on tomorrow night. We have to check Sandy's schedule though and make sure. But we're thinking we're going to actually hold it into Friday night, and we'll have a Friday night episode, and we might make that the Pineapple Thon. And so we'll ask some people to come on. We'll probably run it for a couple hours longer if we have enough people to come on. This weekend is our last weekend to make the push for the Pineapple Project. So we've done this every night. While I'm talking, you all, if you've been here, get your Venmos out and go ahead and punch that in and get some money deposited to the account for the Christmases for Kids while I'm talking. So the goal is this weekend, the 21st, Monday the 21st is the last official day. So we're hoping that if we can do the Pineapple-thon on Friday night. I know, it's crazy. If we do the Pineapple-thon Friday night and we have enough guests who can come on, because the idea is we want guests to come on to the show for everyone to watch, and they would invite their friends and family to come on, and also they would give money to the Pineapple Project, whatever amount they can. If we can do that on Friday, then that would give us the weekend to send our pineapple elves out and take all the money that we've collected and actually, well, we're also going to reach out to Sean, who is, what would we say, the director of Christmases for Kids?
She's in charge of it, yeah.
She's in charge of it. She's going to give us a list of some stuff that they're looking for their kids. And so then the Pineapple Elves can go out and they can purchase with all the money that we've collected from you all and go buy those gifts and drop them off to her by Monday morning or Monday, since that's the last day. So that's what we're thinking. And I know we've been talking about it, but we also are going to have, like you saw the painting. We've got another pineapple coming up. There's I'm gonna probably say I'll bake a cake for someone up here in Normal.
I've got something I'm gonna put together.
Okay.
Yeah, I think CPJ has some stuff too, right?
Yes, she's got the ornaments. If you donate $10 to the Venmo account, you can reach out to her and she'll get you an ornament. Joe, if you can try to look for that real quick, if you don't, but see, you can get an ornament with names on it.
But it won't be here by Christmas now.
Yeah, because y'all should have done that last night.
Yesterday was a cutoff.
But still remember, the money goes to a good cause for kids during this Christmas time. So even if you don't get the ornament by Christmas Day, your gift is still going to be used for kids, and it's going to be great. And you'll still have the ornament for the next year, and you can still put it on the tree the next day. So.
And if you're not with that person that you thought you were going to be with forever, you can just white it out.
You could label maker a new name. Put it
over. Sharpie them fools on it.
I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. I don't know if that makes sense here. I hope it does, because it's hilarious to us. So anyhow, so yeah, guys, Pineapple Project. Thank you so much for everything that y'all have done already to get us to where we're at. Gabby, if you're watching, hit us what total we're at now in case it's changed from yesterday before we get off the show. But if not, it's okay. Thank you, everyone. Am I missing anything else, guys?
Nope. This is what they look like.
Oh, great. Perfect timing, Joe. Sweet.
I know.
See,
it took me.
like, for example, if Zane isn't here next year, y'all broke up for whatever reason, we'll just mark him right on out.
Look what she said. Look, yes, girl. 1992 that ornament and Sharpie that fool out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
John said no, thank you. He doesn't want to be marked out.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be marked out. Awesome.
All right, everyone. Well, so just stay tuned. To be honest with you, once we get done here, we'll talk with Sandy and see what our schedules line up with, and we'll let you know ASAP if we're going to be on tomorrow or Friday.
We have band Friday night.
Band.
All right.
Bam.
I'm trying to find the outro. All right.
Oh, anyway, look, there's Sandy. She's back.
All right, everyone. We love you lots. We thank you for everything, and as usual,
Remember to wash your hands.
for at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animals.
Good night,
everyone.
everybody.
Good night.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
It's the social undistancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social undistancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social undistancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social undistancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know?